You take your power back when you take back the blame that you project onto others. I just want to share a personal story that best illustrates how blaming others actually covers over the truth that we are empowered to make our own decisions and that there's actually a subconscious payoff to not taking responsibility for what happens in our lives. So, when I was 18, I had my first long-term boyfriend. We were still in high school. It was spring break, and we'd gone on a trip with friends. During this trip, he proposed to me with a family heirloom ring that my parents had willingly given to him. By the way, this wasn't typical in our community where I grew up. So apparently, he had gone to them and asked for my hand in marriage prior to our trip, and they had agreed. I mean, I assume they agreed since he had the family heirloom ring. Now, of course, I said yes. I was young and dumb, and no one had ever shown me this type of attention or love before. And at 18, I thought it was romantic. Plus, the subtle subconscious message was that my parents approved. And like any good 18-year-old, I rebelled against my parents in many ways, while also desperately subconsciously wanting their approval. And this was the thing I chose to agree to gain their approval. Now, when I got divorced and I began the journey of being a single mom at 24 years old, it no longer seemed romantic. The blame game began. I blame my parents for giving him permission in the first place. I mean, what the fuck? We were just kids. I blame my parents for not going to college because my ex-husband wanted to get married as soon as we graduated. I didn't go away to college. I blame my parents for being a single mom. And on and on and on the blame went for years. Now, finally, I created the practice that I'm going to share with you, a hypnotherapy, and I took that blame back. I had so much energy tied up in this old story. I was completely disempowering myself. So through this hypnotherapy, I let go of the blame and I took responsibility for my choice, for the part I played in each event. First, even at 18, I could have decided to rebel against my parents for giving him that ring. I went inward and I took the responsibility for my true, deep subconscious belief that I was unlovable. And since he was the first guy who had really shown an interest in me, I might never find someone else. So better to say yes now rather than to be alone my whole life. Now, remember, the subconscious has its own stories. Even if our adult selves might recognize that these ideas are silly or naive now, the subconscious glommed on to that story of being unlovable and that this might be my last chance. Secondly, I used getting married as an excuse when actually I was scared to go away to college. I doubted I could be successful. I was supposed to go to school in Southern California in pursuit of a greater dream to get into showbiz. I was going to be a backup dancer in Madonna's videos. And I didn't believe in myself enough to go for it. So I played it safe and stayed in Northern California with the excuse that I had gotten married, so I couldn't go. Now, lastly, being a mom has been the greatest gift and teacher in my life. I know that this was part of my soul's journey during this lifetime. So I shifted to seeing this truth rather than as one more thing to blame my parents about. You know, the truth is that sometimes things happen in childhood and we want to hold on to the victimhood and blaming. Of course, children are completely innocent. And yet, by remaining attached to that story as an adult, we're giving our power away. For me, I've found that opening up to the possibility of something helping my soul to clear out old karma or learn a soul lesson to something that I agreed upon prior to coming down here to earth in human form has really helped me to clear out some of that old blame energy. Even beginning to open up to that possibility during this hypnotherapy can have a powerful healing effect. So when I took my power back by taking responsibility and recognizing the subconscious payoffs I got from each thing I was blaming my parents for, I was able to let go of that icky energy between my parents and I for these events. And that energy now, finally at 52 years old, no longer is sitting in the back of my subconscious, gunking up my mind or the energy between my parents and I. I feel more positive and empowered by my choices and have come to a new mantra that everything is happening for me. So, are you ready to let go of that old blame and recognize the value of what happened for you? Today, you'll choose one person that you regularly blame and then take that energy back and just see how the relationship shifts free from that icky, sticky blame energy. So I'm Jen Oliver. I'm a certified hypnotherapist. And we'll begin now to do a hypnotherapy practice to stop playing the blame game. Go ahead and get yourself comfortable, either sitting or lying down. If you're driving a car or doing something that doesn't allow you to give your full attention, here's where you want to pause the video and come back to it when you're able to close your eyes. And so getting comfortable and taking a few deep breaths as you allow the eyes to close all the way down. Deeper, deeper down. Already beginning to relax both mind and body. With each and every single breath in this present moment, you find that it is easy and effortless for you to relax even more. Relaxing into all that is for your highest and greatest good. Relaxing in to all that is for your highest self and your highest purpose. As you begin to imagine a golden light forming at the top of your head. Now perhaps you see the color gold. Maybe it feels as though the sun is gently shining down upon you. Perhaps it's even like flecks of gold raining down, or a liquid gold pouring in like honey. And so simply allowing your golden light to flow through your body and mind. Now, that golden light calming you, that golden light comforting you even more. Feeling more and more calm, more and more comfortable with your golden light energy flowing through you now. That's right. And so beginning to imagine your golden light expanding 2 to 3 feet around your body, a meter around your body, expanding this golden light energy flowing to you, through you, and expanding even more. And as a matter of fact, perhaps your golden light expansion fills the room where you're in now. Perhaps your golden light expansion fills your entire country. Maybe it even expands around the entire world. And so just take a moment while I'm silent to really experience your golden light energy expanding even more now. Calming you even more. Getting more comfortable. Your golden light energy expanding. Your calm now. And in this illuminated state, what happens is your mind opens up. And it opens up to all that is for your highest and greatest good faster than ever before. As a matter of fact, your mind opens up to be empowered faster and more easily than ever before. And so in this illuminated state, beginning to imagine that one person that you blame the most, the one person you blame for your problems, blame for your trauma, blame for your life not being the way you believe it should be, really bringing that person to light now. Really make it real. Imagine them before you. Maybe you only are feeling their presence or remembering all they have done to you. Really bring them to mind now. That's right. As you simply begin to take notice of the energy between you, get a sense of how much mental energy you spend when you're blaming them. Maybe even notice if there's physical energy being sent to them. Do you feel drained even just thinking about them and imagining their presence now? Take a moment now while I'm silent to really notice how much energy you are giving them. Notice how that feels in your body and mind while I'm silent now. That's right. Notice how blaming them gives them your energy. Taking just a moment more to notice what you notice. Mhm. And now that you've noticed the truth of how much of your energy you're giving them by blaming them, getting ready to take your energy back that surrounds blame, getting ready to let go of blaming them, to take responsibility for whatever has happened between you, to be empowered now. Remembering now one of the biggest things you've blamed them for. One of the biggest things. Maybe it was something you believe they did. Maybe it was something you believe they didn't do. Whatever it is, remembering now what you blame them for the most. What you blame them for the most, bringing it to mind in 3, going deeper, deeper, deeper down. 2, trusting your subconscious mind knows the thing that you blame them for the most, ready for it to come to mind in 1. See, feel, sense, and experience that now. What you blame them for the most. Mhm. That's right. Getting ready to rewrite that memory. Ready to take ownership of it. To simply acknowledge the part you played, even if only on a karmic soul level. To recognize that you did have a choice, no matter how difficult that choice may have been. You always had a choice to let go of the subconscious payoff you've been receiving by blaming them, to be empowered by taking your own energy back, letting go of blaming them and accepting that you are responsible for what happens in your life now, for the lessons you are here to learn, seeing how you can see the situation differently, gaining a different perspective, imagining things differently, rewriting that memory in 3, going even deeper, 2, trusting what comes, and 1, letting go of that old blaming energy now, rewriting, gaining that different perspective, really make it real, let it all go. Mhm. Taking your power back, rewriting that memory. You're doing so well. Keep going. That's right. Let that icky blame energy go. Feeling clear and clear, lighter and lighter. You're doing so well, rewriting that old icky energy. Take a moment more. As you get ready to bring to mind any and all other events where you blamed them, and rewrite those by remembering the unconscious payoff you received. Getting ready to take more and more responsibility for your life, seeing the part you played in other events, gaining that new perspective, being empowered by rewriting all of those old other memories in 3, 2, 1. Rewriting them all now. Really letting go of all of those old memories. Rewriting them to empower yourself. Mhm. That's right. Excellent. Excellent work. And as you finish rewriting all of those old memories, simply begin releasing any and all remaining blame energy from your body and mind. Letting it go now as you allow another wave of golden light to flow through you. Allowing your golden light energy to flow through you. A wave of it cleansing and clearing you out from any and all remaining blame energy. Feeling freer and freer, clearer and clearer, lighter and lighter. Now. So free, so clear, so light. And now you're ready to flow forward into the future. A future filled with a new energy between you. The energy between you is clear and lighter. Noticing any and all shifts in the dynamics of this relationship. Now, I don't know what future moment you need, but your subconscious mind knows the perfect moment for you. A week from now, a month from now, a year forward into the future. A future filled with more freedom, You're more empowered in your choices, more empowered in this relationship. Getting ready to flow forward into that future moment in 3, going deeper, deeper, deeper down. 2, trusting your subconscious mind knows exactly the perfect future moment where there's so much different energy between you in this relationship in 3, 2, 1. Really see, feel, sense, and experience the truth of that future moment now. Fully empowered with all of your energy, so free with a new dynamic, knowing you take responsibility for your choices now. Really make it real. That's right. Free with that new dynamic. As you repeat out loud or silently after me, I'm empowered to take responsibility. I'm empowered to take responsibility. I'm empowered to take responsibility. I have a choice. I take responsibility for all my choices now. I have a choice. I take responsibility for all my choices now. I have a choice. And I take responsibility for all my choices in adulthood now. Everything always happens for me. Everything always happens for me. Everything always happens for me because I'm empowered now. Mm-hmm. So really see, feel, sense, and experience this now. Feeling truly empowered, choosing to take responsibility with the new perspective that everything happens for you, with the new dynamic in this relationship where you're empowered now. And I'll count you down before completing the recording so you can continue to be fully empowered with all your energy back to take responsibility for yourself here and now. Knowing you can come back and listen to this recording again and again to clear out anything else with them or someone else. Really ready to live in this new freedom, feeling lighter and more positive than ever before. In 3, going deeper and deeper, relaxed to the new dynamic, being fully empowered here and now. 2, with such gratitude, be well and one.